What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you guys are first during the zodiac lineup for group 2. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, of course, if you guys have been rocking with me long enough, and hopefully you've been checking in on your energy, this is your last reading for the month of February, okay? If you feel like you need a little bit more, Taurus, go and check out some of your previous readings on the channel through my playlist. There are a plethora to choose from. Okay, if anything, check into your February monthly manifestation. There could be some hidden messages there. Also, energy shout outs are also a good place to just pick up on some maybe old residual energy that might be still looming for some of the Taurus collective. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle here. This is the Mystic Mondays deck. This is to start off your reading. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe so that way you can be notified the next time I post a reading for your sign. Okay? I'm going to start off with this deck and then we'll, of course, clarify. Okay? There is the last shuffle here has the 6 of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles, okay? So a lot of Pentacle energy going on here, equaling out to 11, all right? So some form of enlightenment going on for Tauruses right now, all right? Again, this is the month of realizing what it is that you want and what you don't want, with 6 showing up here. Wanting to share valuable information. 5 of Pentacles is always talking about kind of feeling a little bit isolated, left out in the cold in a way, okay? And so it could have to do with finances, maybe because you've been, you know, doing a lot of output as far as maybe sharing with people or giving. But there are other ways to give, Taurus, in the sense of valuable time, listening to people, more so than giving, you know, monetarily, okay? Only give what you can, when you can, if it's, you know, when it comes to money, okay? I mean, it's not selfish, but some people may say that it is, but for me personally, I feel like we all have the opportunity to work. So it's something different when it's something small and it's ever so often, but when it starts getting ridiculous, you got to cut it. Okay. So that's for someone, I don't know who, but you know, again, feel free to, like, share, and subscribe, or you can put it in the comments, but you know, keep it as positive as you possibly can. Okay. Let's get started. 1 from the top is for your present energy. 1 from the bottom is for your past energy, Taurus. And then 1 energetically from the middle. And I literally, I was going to try and scan a little bit, but my eye went straight to that card there. That is for your future energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome is. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you guys, Taurus. To start, present energy is in the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Pentacle energy still, you know, crossing over from the shuffle to prepare for your reading. You are really kind of like securing the bag here, okay? In the sense of really honing in on your finances, Taurus, which is a good thing, okay? Earth energy, you, along with Capricorn and Virgo, really rooting yourself, really taking care of business. Someone could be offering you something or seeing offers coming from, you know, multiple sources, okay, where you are presently just really in good stability at this point, okay? Could have possibly received a job offer or just started a new job, which equated you to some additional money, okay? So if that be the case for you, Taurus, congratulations. If not, it's something that's looming because it's something that you've obviously been working on, okay? Again, with us seeing the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, again, doing a lot of sharing, leaving you kind of high and dry in a way, you get things back, okay? Once you learn that lesson of only giving when you can with what you have and learning other ways to give besides monetary, okay? So let's see what's going on in the past energy for you, Taurus. It is a Six of Swords, okay? Six of Swords. These swords are kind of like traveling, in my opinion. When I look at this card, it looks like traveling through water, obviously. The Six of Swords is usually someone in a boat that is steering away from somewhere, okay? So maybe in the past, you wanted to move, all right? Maybe change locations, but was kind of maybe hard for you to do based off of, again, finances not being where you wanted them to be, okay? And so now things are moving in a better way for you, obviously with the Queen of Pentacles, and so maybe you can possibly revisit this energy, but really do your research first before you start moving, okay? We'll clarify this energy and see if this is also associated with maybe a relationship in the past for you, Taurus, in the sense of moving away from someone or someone moving away from you, okay? But we'll see what happens in the rest of your reading. Let's see what's in the future energy for Taurus. And it's Six of Cups, okay? Six of Cups is talking about sharing, all right, in the sense of emotions, feelings, because of Cups energy, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you have 2 cups here, 4 individually in the corners of this card with a sunset, okay? Lots of pouring into just these 2 cups. So I feel as though there is a heart-to-heart situation coming up for you, Taurus, in the future between you and another person, okay? If you believe in that, you know, age-old adage of, you know, I'm trying to think of how the saying goes, like, it gets worse before it gets better, okay? But this is kind of like the reverse for you in a way, because I feel like as things get better, it only gets even better, okay? There's this song that I really do love. I would love it if you guys would go and check it out. But it's one of my favorites. I think it's on War and Leisure by Miguel. It's called I Told You So. I don't like to tell people that I told you so, and it's literally in the song, but it's really a dope song. It's very upbeat. But in the song, he literally does say, I don't want to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. And it's something, Taurus, that maybe in the past you may have told someone, and future-wise you end up telling them, I told you so. You don't want to say it, you know, because of course people like to say that's very narcissistic for someone to tell you that they told you about something, but it really isn't. If someone really did tell you to watch out for something, a warning of some sort, then you should have listened. Tauruses are just as intuitive as water signs are, and so sometimes we have the ability to really observe people a little bit more so, because we're more rooted and grounded in a way. And I always get told by my family that I see things totally different than everybody else, in the sense of being able to pinpoint something. Nothing gets past me. So because I literally pay attention to people. I just find that's very interesting. So that's a Taurus thing, mixed in with some water. All right. So a conversation to come, like I said, maybe a heart-to-heart conversation where finally things are dumped out and shared upon 2 people. Kind of almost reminiscent, the way this Six of Cups is reminiscent to the Two of Cups, of a heart-to-heart conversation between two people. But again, the Six of Cups is talking about sharing between two people, really highlighting, as there's orange in this card, sacral inner child work as well being done, relinquishing all fears, possibly internal fears, between you and another person. So really just opening up and just pouring into your own cups, and finally finding some balance to be able to share in a very open conversation. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy of this row here, and it's the Hanged Woman. Okay, the Hanged Woman. The overall outcome with that coming up, Taurus, tells me that not just on your end, but on both ends, it's a need to see things from each other's perspective, okay? Of the reason why things may have happened the way that they happened, how someone would feel, just as much as the other person if it would have happened to them. And so you may need to, you more so, because once we make our mind up, Taurus, we're kind of stubborn that way, as most people like to say. But sometimes it's just about making a very clear decision based off of maybe how hurt we are, to what the situation is, if it's forgivable in a way. All right. I think the only way that it's forgivable for you, Taurus, and then Taurus in general, is we tap into our empathy of really being a nurturing sign and understanding the perspective of another person or why something transpired. Okay. And you may have to sit in that for a while before you decide to forgive. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the clarifying energy for this row here. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle by threes. I think within having stability, Taurus, with this Queen of Pentacles being here, is what possibly kind of solidifies what you will deal with and what you won't deal with, okay? Because as things have been transpiring around you, as we all know, the world does not stop. And so I feel as though you securing yourself and getting to this certain level in your life while whatever has been going on, really kind of may change how you view things. So don't lose sight of who you used to be. That person is still there. That version of yourself is still there. You just have to allow it to come back out by seeing things from another perspective. Okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and clarify. We have one from the top, which is for the Queen of Pentacles, one from the bottom, which is for the Six of Swords, and then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm going to go with this one here, which is for the Six of Cups future placement. And then we'll clarify the Hanged Woman by looking at the bottom of the deck momentarily. Okay? So let's see what is clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. And we have the 10 of Inspiration, which is the 10 of Wands. Okay? Lots of things going on. Okay? Your hands are pretty much busy. Okay? In the sense of carrying a lot. Okay? Being in this Queen of Pentacles, like I said, you are securing the bag. But with the bag comes more responsibilities, okay? And so with having more responsibilities, now you may, for some of you, it may be a sense of carrying other people's burdens and kind of being something of what I would call an ATM for everybody else, okay? Maybe everybody sees you as having money when it's just that you know how to, handle your finances appropriately, okay? But it does not come, like I said, this bag does not come without extra things to do, okay? But we definitely can carry it. The reason why I say that is within this 10 of Wands, and I'm going to show you guys and pull it up just a little bit closer. There are actual bulls that are carrying these kind of vessels over top of their bodies, as this woman is carrying her vase, okay, or her jug, if you will, through the desert, and having these 10 bulls, and you can see the horns, okay? We can handle it, all right? Taurus is nothing that we can't handle. Otherwise, this Queen of Pentacles would not be here, okay? And if you recall, if you have not watched it yet, you're right here and now. We started off in the energy of the Empress, okay? So I don't want to hear no excuses, Taurus. We got this, okay? So if we didn't, there would be something else there, okay? It would be something lower, such as maybe a page or a knight of some sort, okay? But you started the week off with Empress, and here we are with a Queen of Pentacles. So handle your business, Taurus, okay? Next, let's talk about this Six of Swords is being clarified by the Six of Emotions, okay? So double six here, okay? And really triple six, because now you have 3 sixes in your reading. 6 of Cups, twice actually, okay? And then a 6 of Swords. That means it's time to reevaluate some things. Possibly you were reevaluating things in the past that made you want to make some changes, okay? Maybe that is what you were asking for before, was some form of change, okay? And maybe you shared that with someone, okay? Again, this 6 of Cups here has this woman here with a child playing, which is obviously hinting at the sacral again, like I mentioned before, okay? You felt as though you could share with someone, and obviously that made things shift for you, okay? Who knew that people got scared just from mentioning something that, you know, you were just stating as a general statement? I've been there, done that, and it's real weird how that works. And so people need to realize, if you're just making a general conversation, it does not mean that you are looking for them to be part of that change. It is just something that you are innately thinking of, okay? And so in doing so, and maybe sharing with someone, it caused a shift. It made someone move or possibly separate from you in the past. And so now you are, you know, pretty much doing what you have to do, holding the bag yourself, okay? You take and do everything, all right? We have a very driven personality, Taurus. Some people like to call us lazy because we like to sleep, but we get enough sleep to get things done, okay? So let's move on to the future energy, which is 6 of Cups again with the Fool. Now, I'm not going to hold you, Taurus. Before your reading started, I always shuffle the cards before I get into the next reading. And so I did see the Fool card when I was shuffling. And so I'm glad to see that it's coming out here, okay? The Fool in this future energy with the 6 of Cups again, sharing again. This time the tables have turned like Foxy Brown, all right? In the sense of this person coming and sharing with you and hoping that you will take a leap of faith and deal with them again, okay? Like I said, someone is coming back in some shape, form, or fashion to reunite with you, Taurus. That has been the energy this week, I think, for you guys. And so now is the time in the month of February to really hone in and figure out what it is that you truly want, based off of, you know, not just the past, but what it is you want now, okay? I'll give you a prime example. I am in my 5-year plan, okay? I've set a 5-year plan for myself, which has me all over the place in a way, but one of the main goals I'm already working towards, okay? My goal one day is to own my own house. All right. I will share this with you. Okay. Because I think this is something that the rest of us want to. Okay. Ownership of something. Okay. And so part of that is diving deep, cleaning my credit up, doing whatever I can. Okay. And so that is part of my 5-year plan. That is consistent. I can be done cleaning it up, you know, within the next few years or so within my 5-year plan. Okay. Anything else on there on my agenda, I'm knocking down little by little. Okay. To hopefully get to when I get to that 5-year mark, to say I'm ready to do this with nothing being in my way. Okay. So you have to consider, and I say that to say because anything that comes into your 5-year plan that you did not plan for has to be able to be in alignment with your 5-year plan or move out the way. Okay. That's me. I don't know about you, Taurus, but that's where I'm at. All right. Do you have a 5-year plan? I have it on my Twitter that I've, asked the question, do you have a 5-year plan? Are you in the midst of your 5-year plan? Are you behind in your 5-year plan, constantly putting stuff off? If that be the case, you need to go and look at your monthly manifestation and keep up with it, because I will be getting ready to start in March after I finish with group 3. Okay. So whatever you're trying to get and obtain, truly, you need to start getting buckled down and figure out how to do it and map it out, Taurus, okay, if you haven't already. Now, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck to clarify this Hanged Woman, which does have a 3 of Cups up underneath, so that does talk about reconnecting in some way with some people after seeing things from a different perspective. All right, and you have the Chariot, okay, meaning you're going to be looking at things in a different perspective, understanding and moving forward, okay? Moving from a sense of your sacral chakra, because, solar plexus, because that beam of light is literally coming from probably where her belly button is, okay? The belly button is the solar plexus. And so possibly emanating joy and moving towards happiness, okay? And again, like I said, 3 of Cups is right up underneath this. So it does mean some form of reconnecting and being communal with people. Again, if you have kind of isolated yourself, Taurus, it's time to move towards happier days, maybe new networking, new connections, and also possibly taking a leap of faith on this particular person, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the Heart's Oracle, which we ask the question of what's to come of the final decision, or this energy as a whole for Taurus, okay? What is to come of this energy for Taurus? We do have the feeling alone in the sacral chakra coming up here, okay? So again, like I said, some form of isolation for a while for you, Taurus, before and working on your inner child. I know I have joy and stability with feeling alone, okay? So really just wanting happiness, all right? Again, depending on, it could be more than one person that comes back to you, Taurus, with that 3 of Cups. Energy could be a plethora of people reconnecting, okay? So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck before we go into the book. And we have, wow, move, okay? Move, number 7, okay? I feel like I'm trying to remember if this card came up for someone else as well, but you have these hands here that are being tied by this ribbon in a way, okay? And so hand in hand in a heart kind of emanating up, okay? Number 7, having the inner strength possibly to do so, and again, maybe rekindle a connection with someone, okay? That is absolutely amazing. Do you know how many times move has came up in your reading so far since we started? Six of Swords energy, the Chariot, okay? The Fool, I count that as well, okay? So let's get into the book. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Number 7, that is a beautiful thing, okay? So 43 is the page we're going to, which equals out to 7 again. So, which I mentioned, having the inner strength to make some changes. Like I said, if you have a plan or, you know, started to, and this is the archetype of the Chariot. So you've got double Chariot, possibly two people moving towards each other, or maybe moving in with someone, okay? Possibly Taurus. You do have seek up underneath, someone in a meditation pose, number 9. All right, it is time to seek what it is that you truly want. This is the month for that. It's not just the month of love with this heart coming out, but it is really the month of really evaluating things and really starting to make a decision on how you want to move in the year of 2024, okay? You want more? Come back and check in on your monthly manifestation, Taurus. Let's get into the book here. Your keywords are act, direct, master, discipline, focus, and effort, okay? It says now is the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. Take advantage of the many ways to meet your soulmate. This card is about action, action, action. If your current relationship is not moving in the direction you wish, do whatever is required to shift the direction. You're the master of your own destiny, and that includes your relationships. Don't wait for others to make the first move or set the tone of the relationship. Take charge. Creating and sustaining a good relationship requires discipline. It's not enough to be in a relationship. You must invest in it as well. Be present in and focus on the relationship. Give every relationship the opportunity and time that it needs and deserves to flourish and grow. Now is the time to focus on your needs and the needs of your partner. Make the effort to maintain healthy boundaries for yourself and to respect the boundaries of others, okay? Thus, this hanged woman showing up here and the 6 of Cups, all right? While rewarding relationships require effort, there must be a balanced effort from both partners. Perhaps it's time to examine your relationships. Are both partners putting forth equal effort to make the relationship work? Are you comfortable with the amount of effort your relationships require of you? If any relationship feels draining or it's not worth the effort, then perhaps it's time to move on. Your affirmation here is, I take charge of my relationships. Archetype Chariot, okay? So it is time to move forward, okay? In the sense of either for some of you, you're going to move on and look for someone else, thus the seek up underneath of, but learning yourself first, taking care of you presently because you got too much going on possibly to really deal with a relationship right now. So, you know, it's about you getting your bag, like I said, possibly 5-year, you know, stint. Now that's just me, but personally, depending on what your goals are, you can have a 3-year plan, okay? Whatever, you know, you could already be in the midst of getting something. But for me, I put myself as a 5-year plan because of what it is that I'm trying to acquire, okay? So, you know, adjust as you need to, okay? Your plan could be in 6 months, all right? Because you've already done all the work, okay? And again, if you are trying to fit in a relationship that is to take a chance on someone either who's returning or someone new, okay? But I feel like it's someone who's returning, Taurus. It does not feel like someone new. Or it could be someone new in the sense of being similar to someone. That energy came up before, about maybe, I say last year or 2 years ago. Can't remember if it was for you. It might have been for another sign, but it's quite similar. Okay. So again, it's all about taking a chance in a future energy, all right, on sharing with this person who's returning, or someone new possibly, but I feel like it's someone who's returning. But right now, presently, you worried about you and your bag, okay? So let's get into the power of surrender, which is just a message of support from the divine for you, Taurus, okay? What is the message of support for Taurus? As we wrap up the reading for you, Taurus, last shuffle, what is the message of support for Taurus? We'll go ahead and cut the deck here. And we'll go directly to the bottom of the deck for your message, which is surrender procrastination. Okay, surrender procrastination. This card comes up so many times in readings. I don't know why, but obviously your sign, you yourself, Taurus, could have another sign that is procrastinating. This definitely came out last month, or last set of readings, I believe, that I started. But it's very popular, that much I do know. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success, okay? Taking action will attract success. So it's no time to put things off. Whatever it is that you could do today, why put it off tomorrow, okay? Spirit is also advising me to go up underneath that, because it's for some of you or someone who has Taurus in their chart in a particular placement that is important to them. This one is also somewhat popular in the sense of surrender your desire to control people, okay? So if you're watching and you're not a Taurus sun sign, this is for you, okay? Not really Taurus, okay? Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room, okay? Give the situation some breathing room. So if you are currently, or you're cross-watching on Taurus, and you have been trying to control the situation, one thing's for certain, you cannot control Taurus, okay? And I know one thing's for sure, I am not here to be controlled. I did that in the past as far as, you know, submitting to someone. That's something different. When you submit, it's because you submit because you trust that person and you obviously have a certain love for that person. But it is not to be taken advantage of, okay? Soon as Taurus feels like they're being taken advantage of, you start getting questioned, and Taurus will start feeding you with a long-handled spoon, okay? So do not try to control the Taurus. You are not able to control us. If you think you are sadly mistaken, okay? So that being said, Taurus, I love y'all so much, as I am a fellow Taurus myself. And so that is it for you for the month of February, but I cannot wait to get back into y'all's energy in March. So keep doing what you're doing and look for good things to come. So until then, Taurus, peace.